Alright, we're back. Today we're going to do the next story mission. And see how that goes. Should be fun. I really need to start paying attention to my cards and stuff like that, though. I'm screwing myself some of these fights like I did last time. Made that a lot harder than it had to be. Anyway, let's get this going.
Was running a search for our new pal Blaze's location, and all of a sudden, this happened.
Equone credite tucri. Latin?
Do not trust the horse Trojans. Carol, just what type of search were you running? There. It's a message. Well, more like a bad dad joke from beyond the grave.
Howard?
His research files. Whenever there's any unauthorized access, the Trojan Horse program activates, and bingo. There's our little thief right there.
The Southwest. That cannot be a coincidence.
Tony, did Howard do this to all his files?
Oh no, only the good stuff. The really juicy stuff.
How juicy.
Well, I'll give you two guesses, but you'll only need one. A big green one.
Gotta admit, I'm super curious to find out what Bruce has been digging up in the old files.
And how Lilith plans to use it against us.
Get the intel and throw it back in their faces.
I'm learning a lot from you, like how to avoid multiple sword jabs in rapid succession.
Find out what Banner is searching for in the stock files, then get back here.
We got this, Sarah. I know how to handle Bruce.
He's fallen under Lilith's power. He's no longer the same man you knew.
Yeah, he's a little more exciting now.
Stark, wait! We don't know what he's planning.
Hesitated with Bruce before and it cost us. Don't worry, this time I've accounted for...
And if these results are correct, it changes everything.
You knowingly triggered that Trojan horse, didn't you?
I did.
Another trap, Bruce? Huh. I'm disappointed.
No trap, Tony. An invitation.
To what? Join Queen Demon and the creepy crew? If anyone could fight her off...
I'd have thought it'd be you.
And why would I ever want to do that? She values me, not the monster you all seem so fixated with. Together, we will shatter the limitations of what you refer to as magic and science. But don't take my word on it.
My gamma accelerator is only the first step. We stand on the precipice of true
Yeah, heard that one before. Usually when Pops was ready to kick off a new arms race.
Save your phony disgust for the cameras. We both know you're interested. I want you to finish Howard's work.
Uh-huh.
With me.
Of course.
Together we will fulfill your father's destiny.
Yep.
And bask in the glory of the Dark Mother.
And there it is. Well, Bruce, I can see how well this whole Lilith thing is working out for you, but the problem is, I already have a team. And while I appreciate the generous offer, we're gonna take back my father's data.
And then kick your evil ass.
You misunderstand me, Tony. I wasn't asking.
Who are the evil girls? Holy crap.
Dr. Banner was kind enough to alert Hydra's forces to your presence. If you ever wanted to show off your elite hacking skills, now would be the time. Mr. Stark.
Me show off? What would ever give you that idea? And didn't I tell you to call me Tony?
Just hack the computer before they smash it, please, Tony.
See, that wasn't so hard.
Let's see.
This should be good. I heard Lilith is kind of hot. Any of you dorks make a move yet?
Hail that.
Ready up. I'm on it.
Hail height!
You gotta remember to do that card.
The curse is upon you!
No time for a full damage report.
I'll handle it. Reinforcements on approach.
Behold their passage!
Your time now.
You really are a terrible salesman, Bruce. At least butter me up before you attack my deservedly huge ego.
Good lord.
The light will carry you onward.
That should help.
here to help. We're still doing this?
I'm gonna need some help here.
Getting it done any way we know how.
Hydra Immortalis.
We are the is only temporary. Her
Okay.
children will join us soon.
What does that do?
Right now.
That facility is teeming with Hydra reinforcements. Anything you can do to expedite the process.
Look, you can't just smash the keyboard and wait for a bunch of algebraic equations to fly off the screen. This isn't some 90s movie.
Credit where credit is due, Stark knows his technology.
Got it.
Why can it never be easy with you?
Just lucky, I guess.
Tony, wait. We have what we came for. There is no reason to follow him.
I tried to reason with you, Tony, but you were never going to listen. Just like Mother said.
Oh, crap.
It's too beautiful, too painful for words. So I'll show you. Yes, of course.
Okay, then you were right.
Oh, and Tony, this was the trap.
God bless America.
Holy mother of... Is it me, or are these things just getting bigger and bigger? Look at the forehead on that thing.
I would be more concerned about the mace.
Oh, I was getting to that. But I just can't pull my eyes away from that massive brain case of hers.
I'm glad you're in good spirits, but the Dread Maiden is no laughing matter.
Here we go. Don't mind if I do. Let's do it.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
This'll be useful. Is that all? That looked like it hurt.
Death has arrived. Prepare yourselves for the journey.
They really want to get on my bad side.
That will not distract
They have not lost focus yet.
She's going to try summoning reinforcements unless you can disable her first.
Sure, maybe we'll just take a few swipes at her kneecaps.
You had your chance.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend.
Sure, why not?
God bless America.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Fair enough. Love the effort.
Your fate is sealed.
I know what my future holds.
It is the least I can do.
I'm saving my energy till we need it. They won't know what hit her. That'll work.
I fear no end.
Here we go.
Fair enough.
Alright. What kind of
It's about time.
Awesome.
I'm not going anywhere.
Lilith has made this Dread Maiden in her own twisted image.
Interesting interpretation. I would have guessed it was something out of Giger's sketchbooks.
You are too weak for this fight. Come closer still.
Yeah, don't have to. Now...
My fate is no different from yours.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
I wasn't sure how you'd fare against her.
That was awesome,
The
actually.
Dread Maiden was no match for
Knocked her out
you.
with the counter.
What'd you call that thing again?
Dread Maiden.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I think I lost myself there for a second. I should have listened to you.
I'm sorry about that.
He that starts out on a quest for vengeance.
This work, this discovery, will have ramifications for generations to come. Think my own son, Tony.
Better not miss. Every time it seems like I finally put my family issues behind me, someone has to go and pick at the scar.
Is this about what Banner found in your father's files?
Bingo. Let's just say your mom and my dad would have made a real cute couple. In hell.
At least you managed to grab whatever Banner was after.
Tiny victory, I guess. But I don't think Banner or his puppet master are going to give up that easily. Especially knowing what kind of stuff my father had in those files.
Perhaps I should know more about him. Your father, that is.
Some kids' dads had hobbies like collecting coins or stamps. Mine collected Defense Department contracts. And on the rare occasions when he wasn't off trying to build a better bomb, he was yelling at me.
Over what?
Over everything!
So, Banner wants one of your father's bombs?
No, it's worse than that. Howard had an avid interest in gamma radiation. That's the thing that puts the Hulk in Hulk. He always talked of constructing a gamma accelerator, an unbelievably powerful piece of machinery. If that's what Banner's after, we could be in a world of hurt.
Whatever it is, we will never let Banner get it.
Well, I hope you're right. I wish I could have your can-do attitude right now.
If it helps, we could go through the files together. Strategize.
I appreciate the offer, Hunter, but right now, I just need to get out of this suit and put my thoughts together.
That's one of the kind of annoying things. Let me walk all the way into the gosh darn thing we're talking about.
It's your move, Tony.
Move for me.
I can't move for you. Why don't you just tell me what's bothering you instead?
How do you know something's bothering me?
If Lilith mindjacks me, she's gonna be surprised how much of it is taken up by movie trivia and web fluid formulas.
I know you love me
Stark's
reading.
father had a secret trove of Robbie and I are gonna play Valor's Edge until duty calls.
How are you, Peter?
Better than the world out there. I've been watching this for hours, hoping to get a glimpse of the neighborhood, see how it's holding up through all this. But I guess Queens is not important enough for the news media to cover.
How is your Aunt May faring? Any word from her?
Thanks for asking, Hunter, but no.
That must be stressful for you.
It really is. I've been trying to reach her on her cell all day today, and the signal keeps dropping. I'm guessing that big hole in the New York atmosphere is interfering with her cellular network. Sometimes I feel like I should be there with her, to protect her, to protect the neighborhood. But I know you need me here.
Be assured, we will not allow any harm to come to her.
Really mean that?
I do.
That, means so much to me to hear you say. Oh, looks like I just got a message.
From your Aunt May?
No, MJ. She said Aunt May is staying with her. What a relief.
You should call them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Thanks for checking in on me, Hunter.
Well, I hate to break it to you, Doc. It has...
Did you read today's book?
Of course, but you'll get nothing out of me until the meeting. Banner was a double agent for Lilith the whole time. This is like the Winter Soldier all over again. Let's...
Are you heading to the meeting?
Yeah, I'll be there shortly.
Wake me up when the aliens join the nuttiness.
Heading to book club. Are you?
Meet you there.
See you there. I like this book, but I can't explain why. Maybe I'll figure it out as we discuss it.
Hell's mustering all.
I should not be this nervous about what you all thought of the book. Even the best translations from Kree lose subtext.
Everyone's in a mood to mingle. Go ahead. We can start whenever. Kinda miss the simplicity of vampire slaying. You good?
I am ready.
Carol, this was your book, so you can start.
I'll throw it back to you. What did you think of the book?
I had a rough time with it.
You didn't like it?
Didn't say that. At first I spent more time referencing the glossary than reading the book.
Sounds familiar. What changed?
I noticed a kind of rhythm to the words. I began to see them as lyrics to a song. All that dry talk faded and it finally came together. The lyrics made it feel much bigger than a chapter on Kree farming implements.
Exactly. This book was about much more than farming.
Exactly. The rhythm to it helped paint a bigger picture. Once I caught on, I kept reading and didn't rely on the glossary. I picked everything up from context. That's when I realized none of this was about farming. I'm surprised how much stuck with me, despite some concepts being legit alien to me.
Agreed. For me, the rhythm wasn't lyrics. It was more like the book was written to a cadence.
That's why I had you read it on your Spark. The mnemonic lexicon won't work with a hard copy.
The what now?
An ancient Kree technique. It helps you remember texts that would otherwise be considered... There's no Kree word for stuffy, but essentially that. But all that's packaging. Let's get into the book itself. Hunter, did you figure out what the bloom and the harvest represent?
The bloom is poorly defended territory behind enemy lines. The harvest is when you strike that territory and then fade away.
That's an important aspect, but it's more than just an attack strategy. It's about what comes after. At the time of the book's writing, the Kree cared most about integrating captured territory while still expanding their empire. Conquered worlds came with people. Rather than treat them as prisoners, the Kree provided them with most benefits enjoyed by Kree citizens. This period is known as the cultivation.
So the bloom was when they gained full citizenship under their conquerors.
No, it's when the world requested it. As long as they could feed themselves with Kree farming techniques and defend their world with Kree defenses, the request was granted with few exceptions.
So what's the harvest?
As part of the service required by the Empire, many of these new citizens began the cultivation of freshly conquered worlds.
So they were living examples. Show the newly conquered what they could achieve if they went along with the Empire.
That's also how vampires work.
Carol, I think I pieced together the Kree strategy.
Do tell.
It's all tied to agriculture. Every soldier knows you can't fight if you can't eat, but they applied this to their expansion. Till the field, sow the seed, pull the weed, reap the crop. It means the Kree wouldn't advance until the territory they took was secure and productive.
To their enemies, the Kree advance would seem steady and inevitable.
That's what I think. Expand too fast and you overextend yourself. I saw that happen in Operation Market Garden. But the Kree expansion had momentum. They could afford to push harder because their whole weight was behind the advance. Unless a world could push just as hard, it would eventually fall under Kree control. Carol, how was that?
Close enough to impress me. The strategy in Volume 32 wasn't perfect, but it worked out for the Kree far more often than it failed.
What happened when it failed?
That's covered in Volume 33.
And that's book club. Steve, you're up next. What's your book?
The Mantle of Authority, by General Chester Phillips.
Is this the one you keep saying I should read?
The very same. Now you have to. It's book club.
Before I forget, I asked Logan to join us next time.
He said yes?
He can read?
I can't wait to see how this goes.
So, why choose this book?
Volume 30 was way too spicy for this crowd.
Go on.
I'm kidding. It's relevant to what we're facing today. Hydra, the Lilin, your mom, they seem to have the upper hand all over the world.
The Kree never conquered this planet. Neither will my mother.
Exactly. Reputation makes you seem bigger than you are. We can hit them anywhere at any time. You can bet this adds to our own reputation. And that's how we defeat our enemy. As long as we're still standing, they're gonna fall.
I hope you enjoy the book I chose.
Why do you say that?
It's about people who weren't around until after your death. But I'm sure you'll figure out the context.
You made short work of that deep hell abomination.
Yes, we did.
Okay, just between us, Carol's book was extremely weird, right?
Well, I learned a thing or two.
What, how to grow turnips on the moon?
That is harsh.
I didn't think it was that bad. But interstellar agriculture as a metaphor for planetary conquest, not what I expected.
You cannot let her know what you really think.
Really? I don't care to lie, especially to someone I'm into.
You do not need to lie, but you can deflect. Just do not offer your unvarnished opinion.
I don't know. She seems to respect people who are upfront with her.
Why take that risk?
Maybe you're right. Thanks, Hunter.
Of course.
You leaving?
I should leave.
Later then. Good meeting.
I'm glad you liked the book.
Yeah, it was different.
Hey, I know we have another book to read, but do you have any free time beyond that?
I could find some time.
Good, because I want to hear your thoughts on Volume 50.
What now?
Volume 50 of the Kavat Koth. It's entirely about Kree agricultural practices, but it builds on the metaphor. It's essential reading.
Extraterrestrials always make an Armageddon extra fun.
Alright, that's it. Oh, I need to find Charlie. Where are you, Charlie?
Team
Hey,
made
girl.
short work of the
Charlie,
Dreadnought.
girl. Where are you?
Old speaks of far more wicked beings than a dreadnought.
I'm turning.
The dark hold can awaken beings far more
Good girl, Charlie.
And with this...
The Midnight Suns have always had it.
I went by this guy. Thank God you guys don't need to see. I'll be... Alright. This one did. No. Anything up here? There's always so much dramatic music. Good Charlie.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Venom has done his share of messed up stuff, but never anything like this. Now that he's still in there somewhere, there has to be something I can do. All's not lost, Peter. If there's a way to save your friend, we will find it.
Thanks, Hunter.
It's a simple question.
I mean, maybe?
Maybe how? Maybe you did see a stolen piece of one-of-a-kind gamma tech at the mysterious creepy lad?
It is possible.
We were busy.
Yeah, trying to save our friend. The one you all abandoned.
No, the one we are all trying to save, along with the rest of the planet.
Banner's accelerator.
Now this from the person who saw their first light bulb a few weeks ago.
And we're done here.
What if I were to tell you that theoretically, we could use the accelerator to destroy the Parchment of Power?
I would say, theoretically, that without the Parchment of Power...
The prophecy could not come to pass.
But that is impossible.
Agreed.
This from the wizard with the talking cape, the resurrected demon hunter, the blood witch, and the queen of limbo? I'm the most boring person here.
There might be a way to return to that facility. You never told me that. My sword retains a memory of every portal I open, but... it is better if I show you. Each time I try to reach it, something pushes back. Like I've hit a wall.
Wall? More like pure...
evil.
A demonic energy barrier. Unlike any I felt before.
Bruce. No matter what we do, he's always one step ahead of us. And to think, he used to be the boring one.
There has to be a way through, and we have to find it.
Try explaining that to Auntie Caretaker. She just read me the riot act about putting you in danger.
You worry about the barrier. I will handle Sarah.
Story developments. I like it. Nothing. Where's the kitty? Here's the kitty. There you are.
Aw, who's a good kitty?
It's hard to find him.
Hunter, hello.
Let's see. So now I'm to forge. Unlock the next level of research.
Big plans are in motion, Hunter. Everything seemed kind of hopeless until I started poking through Dad's old files, and then bingo, the old man delivered.
The man you hated.
Gives us our biggest ace in the hole. I know, the irony is not lost on me.
I guess the only way to know if this will work is to try it.
That's the spirit. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, I always say. The original intention of the Gamma Accelerator was to supercharge gamma radiation. It could make a Hulk smash into a Hulk obliterate.
I see where this is going.
And who says Hulk gets all the fun? It would take just a few modifications to make it into a very potent weapon. To be honest, I think that's kind of true of everything my dad created.
So, the lab...
is on our to-do list, but right now we have something more pressing.
We need to get our hands on the Parchment of Power.
And to do that, we need Johnny Blaze to play ball. This is a good plan. I know it.
Alright, Doctor, what do you got to say?
A force field like that, powered by demonic energy, would be impassable for nearly everyone.
Nearly?
Well, the magic that created that force field was the darkest kind. Not unlike the dark energies within you.
It is good to know that you have finally found an advantage to having an inner darkness.
Oh, there are many advantages, I'm sure. This is just the one that became most apparent to me.
So what do you suggest? I go up and try to walk through the barrier?
Not yet. You will need protection.
Some sort of armor?
I don't want to say too much until I've consulted the library. We will talk soon. That barrier is not as insurmountable as it seems. Next time.
Alright, who else needs to talk to now? Carol.
You appear to have something on your mind, Hunter. You obviously have something to say, so please say it. And make it quick, we don't have a lot of time.
We need to go back to the Hydra lab Banner was using. We need...
I don't need to hear any more. The answer is no.
Caretaker, please. It is possible we could use the Stark Gamma accelerator there to destroy the Parchment of Power.
Oh, in that case, let me make my displeasure clearer. There is no way in hell I'm letting any of you go back to that lab, especially you. My job is to keep you alive, and that's what I intend to do. This is the last I want to hear of such an ill-advised plan. When I said you needed to work better as a team last night, I didn't mean you needed to work better to come up with absurd ideas.
You are the one being absurd.
Oh, is that right?
That is right. Your overprotectiveness is preventing us from winning the war.
I'm fighting every second to make sure you stay alive, for the second time. So if I come across as overprotective, you must know it's only out of care. If you're feeling productive, maybe gather the team and use their collective resolve to stop the days from marching forward. It seems time is one of our enemies as well now.
Magic.
So what did Caretaker say to Stark's big plan?
Nope. I bet you.
Hello, my sweet girl.
Well, out with it. What did Caretaker say when you proposed breaking back into Big Bad Banner's lab to retrieve Stark's Gamma
accelerator.
Yes, that. I cannot imagine it went well. Not well at all.
She will change her mind.
No, she won't. We're going to have to go sneaking around behind her back again if we want to get anything done. And we shouldn't have to do that. She should trust us. We should be trusted.
I think you might be asking Caretaker for a little too much. I mean, she does not even trust Stark. It was his plan she shot down.
Even an American titan of industry can be on the receiving end of Caretaker's cold shoulder. Now that I think about it, it does make me feel a little better.
Then my job here is done.
No, it's not. Wanda is still out there. She still needs our help. That's why it's imperative for you to convince Caretaker that going back to Banner's lab is in the best interest of the entire team.
You think we will encounter Wanda there?
I know we will. Now hurry along and figure out a way to make it happen. We're counting on you.
I think that's where we're going to stop for today. When we come back tomorrow, we'll do another mission. For a mission, possibly. I don't know what's in the mission log. I haven't looked. But yeah. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. It means a lot to me. It helps the channel grow, and I do really appreciate it. Until next time, love you guys. Hope to see you again soon. Take care, and I will talk to you later.